Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today we will look at a beer which comes from a brewery that I have never heard of. Perhaps you haven't either, unless you happen to live in Northern Europe. And that brewery is this one. It's called Volfas Engelman. And Volfas Engelman is apparently the second largest brewery in Lithuania. And I'm not sure if I've had a beer from Lithuania before or not. I should check. And Lithuania is the southernmost of the three Baltic states on the western side of Europe or Russia. And those include Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. And Lithuania was basically under Russian control or Soviet control later until 1990, and now they are, of course, a fully independent nation. Volfas Engelman is in the town of Kaunas, Lithuania, and it's named for the two founders of the brewery. Or basically in 1894, Volfas Brewery bought Engelman's Brewery, and they combined the two names together. In 1997, Pilsner Urquell, the famous Pilsner Urquell in the Czech Republic, bought the 51% of the company, controlling amount, and then 2 years later they sold it to A Le Coq, which is a brewery in Estonia. And A Le Coq is owned by Olvi in Finland, which is a very large brewery in Finland. Volfas Engelman makes a variety of products, including beer, cider, energy drinks, soft drinks, and kvass, which is a traditional Baltic drink brewed from rye or even rye bread. And it's a very low alcohol beer, often unfiltered. So they make a variety of things, but I think recently they probably made an effort to export themselves. They have labels in Lithuanian and in English. And so on Rate Beer there were 191 beers listed from this brewery, and on Untapped there were 284. Some of them may be duplicates, I don't know. So we're going to look at several beers from them. I'll have a playlist of 4 different beers eventually from this brewery, perhaps more in the future. So shall we get started? And here we have a beer from the brewery Volfas Engelman, and this is called Volfas Engelman Rinktinis. And it is classified as a pale lager, international premium. I'm not sure if they think it, or if they want to think of it as a Pilsner, but it does have Pilsner malt, Lithuanian Pilsner malt, so domestic Pilsner malt, and it's non-pasteurized. Rinktinis in Lithuanian, I just checked, it has the meaning of choice or select or high quality, that sort of thing. This is 5.2%, and I don't have information about the IBUs, but in any case, 5.2%. And it cost me 398 yen at the store where I bought it, plus 40 yen tax. Comes out to, in dollar terms, $2.94, and in euro terms, 2.78 euros. And Rate Beer, there were 233 ratings when I checked. The average was not high, 2.55 out of 5. 6th percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and only 43 percentile for its style, classified as a pale lager international premium. And 43 percentile in that style is not very promising, really. Untapped, there were 12,159 separate ratings, and the average was a lot higher, 3.09, but still not terribly high. So I think they might intend this as a Pilsner. Let's give it a go. Just have this nice foil top to keep the can nice and clean. There's some nice label art in some of their cans. See all the medals, and of course the writing is 2 faint to really make out exactly where they won this medal. Looks like a lion and a wolf together. Is that right? Map of Lithuania, I believe. Don't drink and drive. Okay. All right. Okay. So, non-pasteurized, but clearly it was filtered. It's snow globe sort of carbonation. All right. It's got a light fruity sort of nose. Maybe some grassy hops in the background. Kind of hard to tell. It smells to me like extract or not very high quality malt. Kind of a thin, flowery sort of light sweetness. Something slightly vegetal behind it as well. Gee, this is not very thin sort of, again, maybe something light, stone fruity, very thin stone fruitiness, and some perhaps citrus. Yeah, this is not the best, unfortunately. Yeah, so the ingredients are malt and hops, and that's all. So it's apparently it's an all malt, non-adjunct beer. It does have a light Pilsner aspect in the initial, but it fades out really quickly. Slight metallic note in near the end as well. Sort of hangs on the tongue, not in a pleasant way, though. The hopping is very minimal, and I kind of wish they'd had a little bit more to sort of cover up this sort of faux maltiness. I wonder if it was extract even, rather than green. Yeah, not a great beer. I can't recommend this one very highly. You may want to try it if you see it. Again, I found these 4 beers from Volfas Engelman at the Yamaya chain of liquor stores in Japan. Looks like they're making a move to export, so you may find them someplace if you, for example, in the United States. I'm not sure if they're exporting there or not, but if they export to Japan, then probably. So give them a look. This is the least impressive of the 4 I reviewed, and you can find a playlist of those 4 on the description if you look down below the video. And that is it for today. Please do stay well. Bye-bye.